We know him as local accountant Tony Huffman, and with the Huffman and Company, but he is also a national champion. Over here, let's do that. Field
man. Yeah.
And the field Masters held last week in Huntsville. Now with him is Lee Dukes, another Jacksonian who ran the national steeplechase and won the steeplechase race. Wow.
Yeah. Like that young man from Neshoba County who come bet on us, he might have won a little bit of cash.
That's right, see? So the first question is, have you caught your breath yet?
Yes. Okay. After 3 races in 4 days, I think I'm back to living a normal life again.
Okay, well, good. Well, I'll start with you, and then Lee, I'll get to you in just a second. Okay, now tell me about what you did.
All right, so Masters runners are anyone over the age of 25. Is that right, Lee? 25 to 100.
Yeah. Okay.
You're a Masters runner, and so annually, the USA Track and Field organization hosts the National Masters Track and Field Championships. This year they were in Huntsville, Alabama. So Lee and I went over and ran in our respective disciplines and both came back with some medals.
Okay, now go ahead. Don't brag a little bit. Tell us what you won.
Okay, so I won 2 gold medals. I won a national championship in the 5,000 meters, which is 3.1 miles, and a gold medal in the 10,000 meters, which is 6.2 miles. And then the one I'm most proud of is the ribbon I won in the 1,500 meters, which was 7th place. That one was a completely different race, and it was the last race of my 4 days, and I was happy with how I placed, and equally as proud, if not more proud of that one than I was of the 2 gold medals. But I'm not going to get back the gold medals.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't either now. And Lee, tell me what you did.
Well, the steeplechase, it's an Olympic event. Some people are familiar with it from horse racing, but it's not so much that. Similar in a way that it's run on a track and we have to jump over barriers. Each lap we go over 4 barriers that are made out of lumber, not hurdles. They don't fall over if you hit them, you fall over.
Oh, okay.
And also every jump, every track, lap around the track, you swing off the track and go through a water jump that's about 2.5 feet deep, about 5 feet deep from the top of the barrier.
Wow. Okay. Now this is not something you're running and competing. It's not something y'all came up with like over the last weekend or anything like that. Y'all been doing this for a while, all the way back to college?
Yeah. Lee's been doing it much longer than I have been. I just started 3 years ago running back the Masters.
Well, now you ran in college.
I ran in college and I ran post-collegiately, but took about a 28-year break for children, and then when I turned 60, decided to jump back in. And of course, Lee's a little older than me, so he's been doing it much longer than I have. But
well, I'm 71 years old, and I started, I took a little break in the 30s and early 40s also, started back in my 50s and been competing since then. Started back with the steeplechase at age 60 for a strategic reason. At age 60, they lower the barriers for men 6 inches, from 36 inches to 30, and I said, I can jump that.
I can do that.
So that's why I started back about 11 years ago.
Okay, why do you do this?
You first.
Just enjoy it. I enjoy the push. I enjoy the workouts. They're tough. I have to sacrifice. You feel like you've earned something. And now I have to do the steeplechase because I'm not as fast as Tony and these other guys that run flat and don't jump things. I can jump. I can't run as fast, but I can jump a little bit.
You can jump higher.
And I have to do the faster races because I can't jump over barriers. And let me brag on Lee because at 71 years old, I watched Lee's race and I watched some of the younger people run before him. At 71, Lee is still hurdling the barriers. That is almost unheard of at Masters level competition. That he's still, every one of them he hurdled. It was impressive to watch, I can tell you that.
How do you stay in shape for this?
Run. Every day.
Every day?
So, I mean, my build-up was 3.5 months, so I started in late April after tax season, and with this particular event in mind, and for the last 3.5 months have just been running every day and doing speed work, what we call speed work, and Lee and I would text each other after all of our workouts and say we did this and he did that, and we'd give each other pats on the back and let us know we were moving in the right direction.
We didn't work out together because I prefer the early mornings and Tony prefers the afternoons, and neither one of us compromised on that. But similar training, but in my off season, starting about now going through March, I'll do ultra marathons, I'll do long trail runs, and just to stay in shape and enjoy it.
Okay, well, congratulations. The jackets are, for what you were telling me, the significance of the jackets.
These are U.S. Olympic teams. So when we compete in the World Championships, we're part of the U.S. team, and they give us the uniforms and all of the things that we need to compete in those games.